Hello everybody, today we're going to look at two switches, the TTC pink switch and the TTC brown switch. This one over here is the TTC pink and here's the TTC brown. This one is a V2 Pro and this one is considered a V3 switch. And these are the only versions that I would consider when buying TTC because I believe that they are the smoothest and the nicest sounding out of all the versions. Now let's look at this switch first. This is a linear switch with approximately around a 35 to 40 gram bottom out. Now something about this switch is that the spring is very long. It is in fact probably one of the longest springs that I've ever seen in a switch. And this just makes it really a little bit heavier than you would think it would be for such a lightweight switch. Compared to the other lightweight springs I have, which are Novelty's 39 gram springs, these ones are actually feel heavier than those, even though they're the same, sort of similar weight. Now, the smoothness is really good. They are really smooth switches. I would consider them one of the top tier linears. Unfortunately, this spring is gold plated, so it will flake over time, but this will be over a matter of years and not months. I've been using gold-plated springs in my vintage blacks for about a year, and I still have not seen any problems, but probably in the long term you may be seeing, very long term you may be seeing some problems. Now, at the price of 60 cents a switch, or around that much, I would not get these switches. But for what they are, what they come with, what they have to offer, they are good switches, and I really like them. If you're looking, by the way, if you're looking for a light linear switch, these are better than Gateron clears. I would buy these. Here we have the TTC brown switch. It is a tactile switch. If you look closely, you can see that I lubed this switch. It came factory lubed. There's a little bit of grease on the legs. Both of these have a little bit of factory lube on them, on the legs only, not on the entire stem. And the only thing that I mean, this tactile is one of my favorite tactile switches. It's a silent tactile. I don't know if I mentioned that before. It is a silent tactile, but the dampening is only on the upstroke and not on the downstroke. So what that means is the bottom out feels like a normal bottom out, but it still sounds like a silent switch. And especially if you put some lube on it, it sounds really good. It sounds like here's a sound demonstration of that. So it sounds like a silent switch, but it doesn't really feel as mushy as a normal silent switch. Now I think these are one of my favorite tactiles actually, and these are cheaper than those. These are around 35 cents a switch, and these are like really good for that price, I think. The only thing I would consider is over these is probably retooled MX Brown, and those just because I like the sound of those more. But these are still, I mean, I like the not silent sound, but these are still really good, really good if you're looking for a silent switch. Now, something I would wanted to mention is that the tactile feeling is kind of a medium tactility, so it's not here. Maybe I can show it to you right here. It's a small, I mean medium tactility. It's not as small as MX Brown or Gateron Brown. It's not as big as something like I don't have it here at the moment, but I had a one of those Everglide Dark Jade. One of those are really tactile, but these are really nice. So I suggest you consider both of these switches. There are this one especially. This one is one of my favorite tactiles. This one is not one of my favorites, but it's still a very good switch for a light linear switch. Thank you for watching. This is Treeleaf, and I will see you in the next video. Bye bye.